Om Sai Ram. Welcome to my channel ASV Gurukul. Today we are going to read and listen to Baba's fourth chapter of Sai Satcharitra, Sai Baba's Advent in Shirdi. We will be going through different topics: missions of the saints, Shirdi, a holy tirth, personality of Sai Baba, dictum of Gauli Bau, appearance of Vittal, Shir Sagar's story, Das Gano's bath in Prayag, Immaculate Conception of Sai Baba, and his first advent in Shirdi. Finally, three Vadas. I am blessed to read this Baba's Sarita. I am sure those who listen to this are blessed and are out of their painful times with his blessings. Baba makes miracles. Hemant Panji says, in the last chapter, I described the circumstances which led me to write Sai Satcharita. Let me now describe the first advent of Sai Baba in Shirdi. Mission of the Saints. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, of 7 and 8 verses, that whenever there is a decay of dharma, that is righteousness, and ascendancy of unrighteousness, I manifest myself for the protection of the virtuous and the destruction of the vicious, and for the establishment of righteousness I manifest myself age after age. This is the mission of to Lord and sages and saints who are his representatives and who appear at appropriate time and work in their own way to fulfill that mission. For instance, when the twice born, that is, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas, neglect their duties, and when the Shudras try to usurp the duties of other classes, when spiritual preceptors are not respected but humiliated, when nobody cares for religious instructions, when everybody thinks himself very learned up, when people begin to partake of forbidden foods and intoxicating drinks, when under the cloak of religion people indulge in malpractices, when people belong to different sects fight amongst themselves, when Brahmins fall to do Sandhya adoration and the Orthodox leave religious practices, when yogis neglect their meditation, when people began to think that wealth, progeny, wife are their sole concern and thus turn away from the true path of salvation, then saints appear and try to set matters right by their words and action. They serve us as become light and show us the path and the right way for us to follow. In this way, many saints, viz. Nivruti, Dhyandev, Muktabai, Namdev, Gora Govnayai, Eknath, Tukaram, Narahari, Eknath, Tukaram, Narahari, Narsibai, Sajan Kasai, Savata, Ramdas, and various others did appear at various times to show the right path to the people. And so, the present advent came as Sri Sai Baba of Shirdi. Shirdi, a holy tirth. The banks of Godavari river in the Ahmednagar district are very fortunate, for they gave birth and refuge to many a saint, prominent among them being Dhyaneshwar. Shirdi also falls in Kopargaon Taluk or Ahmednagar district. After crossing the Godavari river at the Kopargaon, one gets on way to Shirdi. When you go 3 kos, that is 9 miles, you come to Nimgaon, from where Shirdi is visible. Shirdi is as famous and well known as other holy places like Gangapur, Nrisimhavadi, Audambar on the banks of Krishna river. As the devotees, Damoji flourished and blessed Mangal Veda near Pandarpur, as Samarth Ramdas at Sajangad, as Nisimha Saraswati at Saraswati Vada. So Sainath flourished at Shirdi and blessed it. Personality of Sai Baba. It is an account of Shirdi that Sri Sai Baba grew into importance. Let us see what sort of personage Sai was. He conquered his sansar, which is very difficult and hard to cross. Sansar is nothing but worldly existence. Peace or mental calm was his ornament. He was the repository of wisdom. He was the home of Vaishnav devotees and most generously, like Karna amongst all, the quintessence of all essences. He had no love for perishable things and was always engrossed in self realization, which was his sole concern. He felt no pleasure in the things of this world or of the world beyond. His antarang, that is his heart, was as clear as a mirror, and his speech always rained nectar. The rich or poor people were the same for him. He neither knew nor cared, or honored or dishonored. He was the Lord of all beings. He spoke freely and mixed with all people, watched the acting and dances of nautch girls, and heard ghazal songs. Still, he swerved not an inch from samadhi, that is mental equilibrium. The name of Allah was always on his lips. While the world awoke, he slept, and while the world slept, he was vigilant. His inner self was as calm as the deep sea. His ashram could not be determined, nor his action could be definitely determined. And though he sat, lived in one place, he knew all the transactions of the world. His darbar was imposing. He told hundreds of stories daily. Still, he swerved not an inch from his vow of silence. He always leaned against the wall in the masjid, or walked morning, noon, and evening towards Lendi, Nala, and Chavadi still. He at all times abided in the self. Though a Siddha, he acted like a Sadhaka. He was meek, humble, and egoless, and pleased all. Such was Sai Baba, and as the soil of Shirdi was trodden by Sai Baba's feet, it attained extraordinary importance. As Dhyaneshwar elevated Alandi, Eknath did to Paitan, so Sai Baba raised Shirdi. Blessed are the grass leaves and stones of Shirdi, for they could kiss the holy feet of Sai Baba and take his dust on their head. Shirdi became to devotees another Pandaripur, Jagannath, Dwaraka, Kashi, Rameshwar, Badrinath, Nashik, Trayambakeshwar, Ujjain, Mahakaleshwar, or Mahabaleshwar, Gokarna. Contact of Sai Baba in Shirdi was like our study of Veda and Tantra. It quietened our sansar, worldly consciousness, and rendered self realization. The darshan of Sri Sai was our yoga sadhana, and talk with him removed our sins. Shampooing his legs was our bath in Triveni Prayag, and drinking the holy water of his feet destroyed our sins. To us, his commands were Vedas, and accepting or eating his udi and prasad was all purifying. He was our Sri Krishna and Sri Rama, who gave us solace, and he was our Parabrahma, absolute reality. He was himself beyond the pair of dvandas, that is, opposites, never dejected nor elated. He was always engrossed in his self as existence, knowledge, and bliss. Shirdi, his center, but his field of action extended far beyond to Punjab, Calcutta, North India, Gujarat, Dhaka, now West Bangladesh, and Konkan. Thus, the fame of Sai Baba spread far and wide, and people from all parts of the world came to his darshan and be blessed. By many darshan, minds of people were pure or impure could become quiet at once. They got here the same unparalleled joy that devotees get at Pandaripur by seeing Vittal Rakamu. This is not an exaggeration. Consider what a devotee says in this respect. Dictum of Gauli Bau. An old devotee by name Gauli Bau, aged 95, was Varkari of Pandari. He stayed for 8 months in Pandarpur and 4 months in Ashad to Kartik in the banks of Ganges. He had a donkey with him for carrying his luggage and a disciple as his companion. Every year, he made his wari or trip to Pandarpur and came to Shirdi to see Sai Baba, whom he loved the most. He used to gaze at Baba, saying, "This is Pandarinath Vittal incarnate, the merciful Lord of the poor and helpless." This Gauribau was an old devotee of Vidhoba and had made many trips to Pandari, and he testified that Sai Baba was real Pandarinath. Vittal himself appeared. Sai Baba was very fond of remembering and singing God's name. He always uttered Allah Malik, God is Lord, and his presence made others sing God's name continuously day and night for all 7 days of the week. This is called Nam Sapta. Once he asked Das Ganu Maharaj to do Nam Sapta. He replied that he would do it provided he was assured that Vittal would appear at the end of the 7th day. Then Baba, placing his hand on his chest, assured him that certainly Vittal would appear, but for that the devotee must be earnest and devout. The Dankapuri, that is Thakur of the Kumar, the Pandari of Vittal, Dwaraka of Rachod, that is Krishna, is here. Shirdi, one need not go far out to see Dwaraka. Will Vittal come here from some outside there? He is here only when the devotee is bursting with love and devotion. Vittal will manifest himself here, Shirdi. After the Sapta was over, Vittal did manifest himself in the following manner. Kaka Sahib Dikshit was, as usual, sitting in the meditation after his bath. He saw Vittal in a vision when he went at noon for the Baba's darshan. Baba asked him point blank, "Did Vittal Patil come? Did you see him? He is a very truant fellow. Catch him firmly, otherwise he will escape if you are even little inattentive." This happened in the morning, and at the noon there was another Vittal darshan. A hawker came there for selling 25 or 30 pictures of Vidhoba. This picture exactly tallied with the figure that had appeared in Kaka Sahib's vision. On saying this and remembering Baba's words, Kaka Sahib Dikshit was much surprised and delighted. He bought one picture of Vidhoba and placed it in his shrine for worship. Bhagavantrao Shir Sagar's story. How fond was Baba for Vittal worship was illustrated in Bhagavantrao Shir Sagar's story. The father of Bhagavantrao was a devotee of Vidhoba and used to make varis, that is, annual trips to Pandharpur. He also had an image of Vidhoba at home, which he worshipped. After his death, the son stopped everything, the vari, the worship, and Shraddha ceremony, etc. When Bhagavat Rao came to Shirdi, Baba, on remembering his father, at once said, "His father was my friend, so I dragged him here, the son. He never offered Naivedya, offering of food, and so he starved Vittal and me, so I brought him here. I shall remonstrate him now and set him to worship." Das Kanu's bath in Prayag. The Hindu think that a bath in the holy Tirth of Prayag, where the Ganga and Yamuna meet, is very meritorious, and the thousands of pilgrims go there periodically to had the sacred bath there. Once Dasganu thought that he should go to Prayag for a bath and came to Baba to get his permission for doing so. Baba replied to him, "It is not necessary to go so far. Our Prayag is here. Believe me." Then the wonder of wonders, when Das Ganu placed his head on Baba's feet, out flowed the streams of Ganga Yamuna water from both the toes of the Baba. Seeing this miracle, Das Ganu was overwhelmed with feelings of love and adoration, and tears filled my eyes. Inwardly, he felt inspired, and his speech burst forth into a song of praise of Baba and his Leelas. Immaculate conception of Sai Baba and his first advent in Shirdi. Nobody knew the parents, birth, or birthplace of Sai Baba. Many inquiries were made, many questions were put to Baba and others regarding this, but no satisfactory answers or information had yet been obtained. Practically, we know nothing about these matters. Namdev and Kabir were not born like ordinary mortals. They were found as infants in the mother of pearls. Namdev being found on the banks of river Bhimrati by Gonai, and Kabir on the banks of river Bhagirathi by Tamal. Similarly was the case with Sai Baba. He first manifested himself as a young lad of 16 years under a neem tree in Shirdi for the sake of bhaktas. Even then, he seemed to be full of knowledge of Brahma. He had no desire for worldly objects even in dreams. He kicked out Maya and Mukti, deliverance. That is, deliverance was serving at his feet. One old woman of Shirdi, the mother of Nana Chapter, described him thus: "This young lad, fair, smart, and very handsome, was first seen under the neem tree, seated in an asan. The people of the village were wonderstruck to see such a young lad practicing hard penance, not minding heat and cold. By day he associated with none, by night he was afraid of nobody. People were wondering and asking when this young chap had turned up. His form and features were so beautiful that a merry look endeared him to all. He went to nobody's door, always sat near the neem tree. Outwardly, he looked very young, but by his action, he was really a great soul. He was the embodiment of dispassion and was an enigma to all. One day, it so happened that God Kandoba, who possessed the body of some devotee, and people began to ask him, Deva, you please inquire, what blessed father's son is this lad and when did he come? God Kandoba asked them to bring a pickaxe and dig in a particular place. When it was dark, bricks were found underneath a flat stone. When the stone was removed, a corridor was seen in which 4 Samayis lights were burning. The corridor led to a cellar where cow mouth shaped structures, wooden boards, rosaries were seen. Kandoba said, "This lad practiced penance here for 12 years. Then the people began to question the lad about this. He put them off by telling them that this was his Guru's place, his holy Vadan, and requested them to guard this well. The people then closed the corridor as before. As Ashwatha and Adambar trees are held sacred, Baba regarded this neem tree equally sacred and loved it most. Mahalsapati and other Shirdi devotees regard this site as the resting Shirdi devotees regard this site as the resting place, Samadhistan, of Baba's Guru and prostrate before it. 3 Vadas. The site with the neem tree and surrounding space was found by Mr. Hari Vinayak Sate, and on this site, a big building styled Sate Vada was erected. This Vada was sole resting place for pilgrims who flocked there. A platform was built around the neem tree, and lofts with steps were constructed. Under the steps, there is a niche facing the south, and devotees sit on the platform facing north. It is believed that he who burns incense there in Thursday and Friday evenings will be God's grace, be happy. This vada was old and dilapidated and needed repairs. The necessary repairs and additions, alterations have been made now by the Sansthan. Then, after some years, another vada, Dikshit Vada, was constructed. Kaka Sahib Dikshit, Solicitor of Mumbai, had gone to England. He had injured his leg in an accident there. The injury could not get rid of by any means. Nana Sahib Chandorkar advised him to see Sai Baba. So he went to Baba in 1909 and requested him to cure the lameness of his mind rather than that of his leg. He was so much pleased with his darshan of Sai Baba that he decided to reside in Shirdi. So he built a vada for himself and other devotees. The foundation of this building was laid on 10-12-910. On this day, two other important events took place. Mr. Dada Saheb Kabir Dey was given permission to return home, and the night arati at the Chavdi was started. The Vada was completed and was inhabited on the Ram Navami day in 1911 with dues, rites, and formalities. Then another Vada or palatial mansion was put by the famous millionaire Mr. Booty of Nagpur. A lot of money was spent on this building, but it was all well utilized as Baba's body is resting on this Vada, which is now called the Samadhi Mandir. The site of this mandir formerly had a garden, which was watered and looked after by Baba. Three Vadas thus came where there was none formerly. Of these, Sate Vada was most useful to all in the early days. The story of the garden, which was attended by Sai Baba with the help of Vaman Tatya, and temporary absence of Sai Baba from Shirdi and his coming again to Shirdi with marriage party of Chand Patel and company of Devi Das, Janki Das and Ganga Gir, Baba's wrestling match with Muhammadin Tamboli, residing in the masjid, love of Mr. Dengi and other devotees and other incidents will be described in the next chapter. Om Sai Ram, Sainath Maharaj ki Jai. This is the end of chapter 4.